What's up, guys? Tyler Vallot here, co-founder of the TK Group and TK organization at eXp Realty. This video I am excited to bring to you because I was just in your shoes 2.5 years ago, brand new licensed agent, hitting the market and having to decide who was going to be my sponsoring broker. So in this video, I'll cover exactly how you should go about choosing your brokerages, what's the most important things you should be thinking in your head, and how many brokerages to interview. Let's talk about it. All right, so the first thing that you should think about when choosing your brokerage is making sure that you have a list of them to research and interview. By a list, I mean at least 5. You need to consider at least 5 brokerages, especially nowadays with the traditional brokerage models and cloud brokerage models. Doesn't matter how many of each you have, but you need at least 5 brokerages to look at and research. Notice I said interview/look at and research. Research is going to be a vital part of this too, because you don't want to just believe what that one person at that brokerage is telling you. You want to have your own proof that you found also. You want to have different points of view. So when I started out and I was looking at brokerages, I did not interview multiple brokerages. I went to the first one that had the biggest office that I felt was the most welcoming at the time. And that was, let's not do that for legal reasons. I'm going to say Brokerage A. Brokerage A. That was Brokerage A. I went in, met with them. It was awesome. There was free coffee. There was a kitchen area. There was tons of agents walking around, talking to each other, smiling. Awesome. Loved it. So I signed on there and stayed at Brokerage A for a total of 1 year, like down to the month. 1 year exactly. I went with the first one that I found. The first brokerage that was there, that was welcoming, that kind of sat me down and attempted to tell me the ropes of real estate and told me all the things they had promised to do while I'd be there at Brokerage A. So don't be like me. Take my advice from it, because I wish I would have found eXp Realty the first time. If I would have had my list of 5, then I would have maybe found eXp Realty the first time, and I'd be in a much different position than I am now. This is why I say that it's important to make sure you're interviewing multiple brokerages, guys, instead of just going to the one where your friend is or your family member is or the first one that calls you just because you want to get started. That's how I was. I just wanted to get started. I don't care who holds the license. I was told that that's not even important. You build your own brand. No. Your brokerage does matter 50% and you matter 50%. It is a group effort here. And I'm a walking example of that right now, because at Brokerage A, my potential was 20 to 30 deals a year. That's awesome. You're doing great. And then at eXp Realty, I got that up to 70 something deals in a year. So what I mean by that is that your brokerage is the foundation of your real estate career. You are the studs, the sheetrock, the paint, the finishing touches. You are all of that. You're the doors, you're everything. But they are the foundation of your real estate career. What I mean by that is everything that you're going to do has to be supported by them, because if they don't like what you're doing, they can shut it down. Like, their goals have to be in the same direction as your goals, because at the end of the day, they do make the rules on how you do real estate. You have to go by your brokerage's rules and, of course, the real estate commission in your state's rules. So I didn't realize how important that foundation was whenever making that decision. And for me, Brokerage A was a traditional brokerage, very like, make your phone calls. This is what you have to do. Did you call your sphere? Call everyone you know and tell them that you're in real estate. And that just wasn't the way that I wanted to operate my business. I remember telling my business partner, Kate, look, if that's how I have to be a successful agent, I don't think I want to do this. Like there has to be a more fun way to be a successful real estate agent. That's miserable. So you might be asking, why did I sign there if I knew that that's the way they do business? That's the thing, is I did not know. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to practice real estate, so I put my license somewhere. This is a huge mistake that a lot of agents make. So spare yourself this mistake right now and interview multiple brokerages, because it took me a year to find that one that was right for me, and I could have put myself even further into my career sooner if I would have started there to begin with. All right, so that's number one, interview multiple brokerages. The second thing for me is super important, and this is income. It's one word. Income. That's it. And let me dive deeper into that topic. What I mean by income is we are all in real estate to make money. Yes, we're here to help people, of course, but we would not do it for free, I'm assuming. There may be one realtor out there that might, but we all want to get paid. So if I'm going to do a job, I would like to be paid the most amount of money possible for doing said job. Does that make sense? If you're a doctor, and doctors get paid different amounts, but if you were a doctor in Chicago and there were 4 hospitals in Chicago, 4 main hospitals that you could be a doctor at, and you have 4 different offers, you're going to do the same job. You're going to do the exact same job as a doctor, but which location do you want to do it at? You're probably going to go where the pay is significantly higher. Is that correct? If you got one offering you 150K a year, 200K a year, 120K a year, and 130K a year, you're going to pick that 200K a year. It's within the same city. Why would you not do the same job? Now, if you get to the hospital and you realize that, hey, the money here may not even be worth what I have to go through, I should probably go to the other location, that's fine. But if you're going to do the same job as someone else, you're going to at least at first go where you're going to get paid to do said same job. So that's my point here when I say income. When you are looking at these brokerages, do not let this be the only reason why you choose a brokerage, but make this a factor when you're choosing a brokerage. So factor number 1 was support. You need to be supported in the type of business that you are running. Number 2 is income. You need to also factor in what amount of income are you going to be getting if you do that real estate job at this brokerage. So for me, giving my example on that, I didn't know that I would have different streams of income in real estate at brokerage A. The one that I'm at now, there are multiple streams of income that I have created for myself from this brokerage model. Does that make sense? So from the stock revenue share, the commissions, the multiple streams of income through links and social media that I've been able to create because my brokerage supports that. That's priceless to me, because now I'm building a brand, which is what I wanted all along. I wanted a brand. From the moment I got my license, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a household name. I wanted to be a brand. So this brokerage sounded more like something I'd be interested in, but I did not interview the brokerages first. I didn't. I went to the first one. I just wanted to get started. So don't be impatient like me. Take your time, think about it, and decide which brokerage is going to be the best one for you. So what I meant about income is that you need to ask these brokers, or people that you're interviewing with at the brokerage, what different streams of income do they offer? And if their face doesn't light up or smile, then you should probably be concerned. There are multiple brokerages out there that offer multiple streams of income. And if you're going to do this career, then you should highly consider going to a brokerage that has multiple streams of income that will allow you to one day retire from real estate. There is no retirement plan in real estate. No 401k. The brokerages are catching on to that. And now there are new brokerages called cloud brokerages. eXp Realty is one of those that now have an actual exit plan and retirement plan for you. So you need to look into that to make sure you are up to date on how successful you could be in this business and how you can really set your family up for life with this model. So the third thing that you really should look for when choosing a brokerage is infrastructure. That to me is something that's overlooked highly. Nowadays, real estate is a highly competitive field and you have to stand out from the crowd. So if you're going to stand out from the crowd, you need to make sure that your brokerage, this sounds weird to say, but that your brokerage can support, going back to number one, the infrastructure can support what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to start an organization, if you're trying to start a team, if you're trying to do anything agent attraction wise, anything helping other agents, it is vital to have your brokerage have a team that's willing to help you help other agents, because you have to operate under that brokerage model. So if you don't have the infrastructure, and I'm having to say this because there's new brokerages that are coming up out of nowhere, popping up out of nowhere, and they don't quite have the infrastructure yet, but they are trying to attract agents. And to me, that's the number one turnoff for me. If I'm going to sell real estate at a high level, if I'm going to help agents at a high level, if I'm going to build anything at a high level, I need the infrastructure to back me here. It takes a village. I'm not going to take over the world by myself. I need the people that are in real estate and have been and have a real estate brokerage and a legal team. I need them to back me on this. So when I found out that eXp Realty had 2,000 employees that work from home, sit in a virtual world waiting to assist their 90,000 agents, that spoke volumes to me, because what that tells me is like, I'm just logical. I know if I need an answer, I got 2,000 people to go through to get it. Like, I'm going to get that answer. That's how I work. I'm impatient, but that, and now I've been at eXp for a year and a half. And I mean, no complaints. You've probably seen my 2024 review of eXp video. It's hard for me to find complaints about this company. It's pretty bulletproof. But yes, my three things when you're looking to choose your brokerage is infrastructure, support, and income. That's the top three. If you need more help on how to choose your brokerage, or you just want to know more about eXp Realty and how we've had tremendous success here with our organization, feel free to schedule a meeting with me below. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I have more content coming your way. Appreciate you, and see you next time.